Dear friends, today we will discuss the topic Mamata Banerjee versus Amit Shah. So let us start. The recent episodes of power tussle between the central government and Bengal government have started the debate about the federal structure of Indian constitution. The Constitution of India clearly demarcates the powers of the central government and the state governments. According to the seventh schedule of the Indian Constitution, the law and order lies under the control of respective state governments. The center can only ask the reports from the state governments about the disturbing law and order situation in the states. The governor is the representative of the central government in the states to safeguard the constitution. If the law and order situation in a state goes beyond the control of the respective state government, then the governor may recommend to the central government for the imposition of precedent rule using the article 356 of the constitution. Once the precedent rule is imposed successfully, then the respective state government is dismissed and the governor becomes the administrative head of the respective state. But what are the other options the central government may exercise in case of deteriorating law and order conditions in the Indian states apart from imposing precedent rule? There are two other possible options the central government can clearly exercise in such a case. The first one is to bring the tainted IAS or IPS officers on the central deputation, and the second one is to call the chief secretary and the DGP of the respective states to explain the deteriorating law and order situation in the state. Both of these steps are legally sound. The central government can bring any officer of all India services on the state duty for the central deputation with the consultation of the respective state governments. According to section 61 of Indian Police Service Cadre Rules 1954, the decision of the central government will be binding to the states in case of disagreement between the state and the central government. According to section 12 of the same rule, the interpretation of the central government will supersede. The second option the central government can exercise in case of deteriorating law and order situation apart from imposing the precedent rule and calling for the central deputation is to summon the chief secretary and DGP of the respective state for explanation. It is binding for the chief secretary and DGP of the state to answer the summons sent by the central government regarding the disturbing law and order situation in the state. If the state government chooses not to send the state official to the center for explanation about the deteriorating law and order situation in the state, then center may approach the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court then will decide the fate of the state government not obeying the law. But the government officials must not be made the scapegoat in the war among the governments. If the dispute of powers arises between the state and central government, then the Supreme Court should take the matter into his hands and give verdicts accordingly. No government officials should be either suspended or terminated in case of war among the governments. Thank you.